So the primary thing you got to worry about is no one going in there alone.
These volunteers are an unusual crew of firefighters. They're not trained members of the Rural Fire Service, but they are part of a team who call themselves community defenders.
But let's all get out of here alive. I mean, this is a really serious place to work.
Today, the defenders will help the Rural Fire Service establish a new containment line on the Mount Nardi fire, west of Nimbin in northern New South Wales. The goal is to stop the fire from not just burning homes, but also a World Heritage rainforest.
They are working their guts out, and I'm so proud of them. Without the volunteers, we would not have contained this fire.
4 weeks earlier, the Mount Nardi fire was one of 43 fires running out of control across New South Wales, threatening lives and homes. The RFS was stretched. Never had they fought so many fires at the same time. The valleys above Nimbin contain hundreds of homes on shared land, nestled into the edge of the forest, many of them not well prepared for a bushfire. Cordell Ross is a young dad and lives on Sidda Farm where there are 20 homes. This cooperative sits below a ridge that became critical in halting the fire's progress south.
There was helicopters water bombing, multiple fire trucks and just volunteers pouring in from neighbouring communities, just turning up in utes with rakes and leaf blowers, and everyone was just creating containment lines in conjunction with the RFS, and we contained it on the Hill 3 here.
In a local experiment, the RFS allowed the defenders to help them contain the fire because these volunteers got organised.
This is just a simple system we've got so we know who's actually on our backtrack.
Nicole Rayward is one of the people looking after the defenders who were pouring into the communities to fight the fire.
There must have been 100 people here at least. There was people that were just from miles away. They weren't going to be affected by this fire, but they just still, they came, and they came in droves.
This is not the first time people have banded together to protect this rainforest. In the 1970s, hundreds of protesters blocked the path of bulldozers from logging one of the last remaining stands in Australia of subtropical rainforest.
I can't believe how many palms have burnt. It's meant to be wet here. Yeah.
Botanist and farmer Nan Nicholson was one of the original protesters.
What tends to happen with the palm forest, particularly, even though it should be so wet, is that the fronds have been accumulating dry for so long that they are just a hotbed of fuel. But these forests are going to continue to burn if we have hotter, drier conditions with more extreme heat waves. All these forests that we thought we could possibly control fire in, suddenly we can't. That one's gone. To come here now just utterly breaks my heart.
While the RFS fought the fire on the front line, the community defenders did the work behind the scenes. In the past, the RFS would have tried to do both.
They sought good advice and strategic advice from us, and they worked with us. They didn't endanger themselves and put themselves on the fire line, fighting fires. They really stepped up in such a way that no one lost a home there because of the work that was being done.
Despite predictions of worsening fire seasons, the RFS is not convinced the community defender model would work across the rest of the country.
Now we have a buddy system here, so
It possibly isn't something that can be a model that could be used in really high fire danger places, I imagine. But the idea of preparing together is, getting together with your neighbours, making plans about your street.
But for this local RFS, the community defenders have become vital members of their firefighting effort.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
All of us in uniform were just completely blown away. So and continue to be, because they're still out there now.
It's given me like a lot of faith in our community, not just like Nimbin, but you know, the wider Northern Rivers area.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.